What? 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 What the? What? What? I don't understand. I don't understand what just happened. I just loaded the game and he just had a stroke in this hallway here. What was that? Whatever. There it is, right over there. My inner demons. I can't grow or progress as a samurai until I defeat that. It's been a while since I touched Sekiro. I've been moving on to different things, but this guy's been in the back of my mind. I haven't finished Sekiro yet, and it's his fault. I want to fight every boss I can get to, but this guy is... Oh boy. Sorry about that cut. Yep, something came up. So anyway, yeah. He's so unfair. I'll try to explain as I'm fighting him, but really I'm probably just gonna freak out when he does an attack. Because I still need to beat him. This is kind of a review, but also just me complaining, so stick around for the fun. So, as you see, this guy's already pretty big, and the camera's mainly trying to focus on you while he's like 50 feet tall. So, it's always stuck on his hair, and you can barely see what's happening. And it's a problem. This attack is pretty simple. You just run right. He'll almost always miss you with that attack. The last smackdown. When he jumps far away from you, you're meant to be in between his legs. In fact, for the majority of the fight, you're supposed to... Oh. I should have kept running. Fuck. I don't know enough about that attack. You're supposed to be in between his legs for the majority of the fight. And in fact, if you are, you can pretty much avoid every attack without fail. Besides the leg stomps. And that. When he jumps into the air like that, you're supposed to run away and grab onto him with a grapple. And every now and then when you do enough damage to him, he gets stunned. Much like a lot of other beast-type bosses. Oh! Oh my, what? I've never seen him pull off any of these combos. Oh, come on. Anyway, yeah, like a lot of beast-type bosses, he gets stunned if you do enough damage, and he has certain perilous attacks that give a wide opening after they're done. When he does that rushing attack, you're supposed to run after him. If you go fast enough, you'll run underneath those fireballs he always throws after that attack. But if you've delayed for even a second, don't bother going towards him. You'll just end up getting hit by the fireball instead. And those do a lot of damage. This is basically what you're hoping for. His perilous attacks are the best thing he can do because they leave pretty decent openings. And you're going to need those openings. He's an HP sponge. Got plenty of it, and he's not afraid to get hit once or twice. He has no stun other than... when you've done enough damage. Absolutely none. So if you're looking for some kind of opening in his attacks, you're gonna have to wait until he's done with the attack. You can't counter him. You can only really deflect what he's done. Nothing you do will stop him. He'll just keep charging at you. You just have to wait for the openings in between his attacks to take a few hits. He's got a couple. A lot of them, actually. Basically every one of his attacks lets you... Oh! Basically, every one of its attacks lets you have a little opening in the middle of the fight with him. I don't recognize a lot of these combos, so excuse me if I'm not really being too aggressive with them right now. More or less just trying to figure out what's happening. Oh, crap. Don't want to rush in, don't want to fuck it up. I don't know what's happening. He hasn't done any of this to me before. It's honestly upsetting how he's pulling out some new stuff on me right now. Anyway, the Demon of Hatred has a little bit of a pause here after you've beaten the first phase. You're going to want to use that to put on any type of upgrade materials you want. I don't have any pellets, so I don't bother with this. Flame repellent you don't really need. You might as well just forget the dowsing powder. He'll never burn you before he just kills you outright. What's good for here? What's the red lump do? Consume to gain red eyes. What the heck is red eyes? Oh, it reduced flinching. Never mind, that's not good. I'll just keep things the way I have them now. The Sakura power, it takes a second for the second match to start. So it's, after the second time, after your second bar is down, he will continue, he will do that after his rush attack. That is practically the only difference between the first and second phases of the fight. Is that he'll follow up his perilous attack with the slam down to the ground. You have to jump to avoid it. I've never been able to avoid it otherwise. Maybe you can. I don't seem to have the best luck when it comes to this kind of thing. Oh boy. I always run left because that's where the marker for grabbing is on his body, and it doesn't really work if you run right. Like sometimes it'll just be blocking for no reason. If you don't grab onto the thing when he does that jump into the air, then you lose your chance to hit him because you'll just get blown back by the force of his impact. Now, I know it's kind of scattered and I'm just kind of saying his attacks as they happen, but you have to understand, I want to beat this guy and I'm just kind of going to give you the rundown as they go down. I'm also going to, you know, make the good old nut sound sometimes. Now, as you saw there, he didn't follow up with that attack that I said he does. Most of the time, when he does that rush attack, he'll follow up after the second bar. But sometimes he'll just kind of keep it to the first phase version. It'll trip you up for sure, but at least it's not really dangerous to you. You'll always be faster than this guy. In fact, it's not very hard to avoid most of his attacks. Oh, you're gonna try to trip me up again, huh? What? This is an attack. I'm not 100% sure if he can use it in the first phase, but he hasn't so far. You want to go with serpentine patterns with that. It's not too hard to get around them, but boy, you don't want to get hit. You won't get the chance to get back up, believe you me. Those skull attacks that he does leave a huge opening for you to take advantage of if you get past them. But you will not want to get hit. You are going to get punished. And by punished, I mean guaranteed you're going to get beat. I have beaten every boss I could find in the game up till this point. And that attack does 80% of my HP. And it's relentless. It will hit you a second time if you try to get up. You're not fast enough. Right here, we're going on third phase. I'm sorry if you're watching my video and expecting me to give you a ton of information for this phase. I actually don't have any. Yeah, I've only been to this phase once. One other time in my entirety of fighting this guy 50 friggin' times, I have beaten him up to this phase once. Don't know what that was, keeping it in the video, it looked pretty cool. Uh-oh. All I know about the third phase is that he has another perilous attack and the rush attack. Three things can happen now. He'll either stop with the first phase attack like he did just then, and continue on to the second phase, apparently. You don't want to take the chance of, what? When he does the perilous attack from a distance, the flame wall one that you just saw, and you get the chance to hit him after you're coming down from the grapple, do not take that chance. After the third phase, he will strike you if you try to hit him after that. I know that's not very clear, so I'm gonna say it again. When you grab onto him, when you grapple onto him after he rushes you, do not take the chance to hit him. He will strike you and you'll lose a lot of HP. Instead, just rush to his legs for safety. You only want to take the chance when he jumps into the air now. That's the only time you want to do it. Uh-oh. Like that. You take the chance when you're coming down from this, but not the other perilous attack, this one. If he pulls off what I think he's about to right now, no he's not, instead he's going to continue this. Remember, most dangerous attack right here. Easy to avoid, most dangerous if you get hit. Do not, under any circumstances, let that strike you. Bad idea. When he creates distance between you, he'll almost always pull off that fireball attack. Those hurt like hell, but they're not hard to dodge and they're pretty clear when it's going to happen. Fire attack again. I'm getting really lucky on this run. Getting really lucky on this run. His jump attack is by far the easiest to dodge and the best for an open. Well, one of the best. But, you know, it's always clear, so it's just in general a good idea. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh, that was a close one. Is he gonna pull off another move? If he pulls off his fire attack again. Oh, I didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't punish me. Alright, so I basically explained to you, you know, in a way, every attack he has. There are some that I can't really explain to you, like sometimes he'll just do a sweep between his legs to strike you instantaneously. There's no real tell to that attack, and it's not really going to do you any good to try and avoid it. You'll always get hit. There's a couple of other attacks I was going to mention, and I had a lot more complaints too, but I guess I do better in games when I'm trying to break down the boss, because that was crazy. Hatred Demon. This guy, he was so hard to beat before. I can't believe it. All I had to do was make a video on it, and it snapped into place. All right, that was actually, that was a lot more fun than I remember it being. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Hope this helped you in some way. I was a little scattered there, but you know, I showed off basically all of his attacks, so if you're having trouble, come on down Mega Mario Gamer Town. Watch this video. I might do one on the final boss too, for the run I went on. He's pretty tough. About to go fight him right now. I'll see you then.